Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here, and in today's video we will be looking at how Doug Hepburn built his superhuman lifting power using the king of all exercises, the squat. In particular, we will be covering the methods and routine that Doug Hepburn used to become the most powerful squatter at the time, when in the early 50s he was able to squat 575 pounds, breaking the world record, and which aided his incredible pressing ability. Not only was Doug a powerful squatter, but virtually every great Mr. America or weightlifting champion would devote a great deal to the squat. We are talking about, of course, John Grimmick, Steve Stanko, George Eiferman, Alan Steffen, Steve Reeves, Reg Park, and of course the great John Davis, who would make it the main portion of his workouts, pressing and squatting one workout whilst performing the snatch and the squat in the next workout. These men were known to easily use 400-pound squats and over as a supplement to the lifting or bodybuilding workouts. Doug Hepburn always believed that the squat was the primary builder of power, and to quote him, "When I refer to power, I mean body strength, the kind displayed by Louis Cyr, Louis Uni, who was also called Apollon, Horatio Barr, and others." One of the foremost exercises I have used in my training routine toward this end is the squat. I believe that training for lifting power and training for body power are one and the same, and once obtained remains the greatest asset of the weightlifter or the bodybuilder. End quote. The main reason why Doug Hepburn believed the squat was so vital to the Olympic lifter and the bodybuilder is because, as most of us know, it gives one strength and size in the lower back, thighs, and glutes, and for this reason, he would always concentrate movements that influence the shoulders, thighs, and back, for as Doug put it, these muscle groups are the main sources of strength. Of course, he wasn't alone in this quote. Marvin Eder and others also basically said the same quotes. To quote Doug Hepburn again, quote, "For the Olympic man, strength in this region is the key that can open the door to a 300-pound press, for example, a heavy jerk or snatch and a deadlift, and a bigger deep knee bend." End quote. Doug did not favor the growing trend of a large chest and back with a narrow tapering waist, believing that such hourglass figures, as he put them, would sacrifice strength. His preferred physique was the more strong, blocky type, like that of John Davis, Maurice Jones, and Charles Rigoleau. Of course, this Herculean physique is what appealed to Doug Hepburn the most. It is important to understand that Doug's method of squatting was an advanced method, and for the type of trainee interested in attaining maximum strength, Doug would only recommend moderate poundages to the beginner, and to start with sets of 10 repetitions and build up slowly. Doug himself would use between 3 to 5 repetitions and at least 6 sets, again always opting for lower reps and higher sets as opposed to higher reps for lower sets. This type of set and rep scheme was also applied to Doug's deadlift routine early on in his career, and although it looks rudimentary at first, it did get his squat to almost 600 pounds. His routine would further evolve later to a routine that would combine very low reps for high sets with a moderate rep range with high sets. Early on though, as mentioned in my previous video, he would only train squats at most once a week, focusing on 1 or at most 2 exercises per workout, working out approximately 3 times a week. Doug's squat routine would also employ the double progressive resistance method. For example, the 6 sets of 3 to 5 reps would look something like this. Let's say you were using 270 pounds for 5 reps on the squat. You could shape your routine something like this. Your sets would be, for example, 270 pounds for 3 reps over the next 6 sets. But the next workout, so a week later, you would perform 270 pounds with the first set hitting 4 reps and the next 5 for 3 reps. The next workout, you would try and hit 5 repetitions in the first set, and the next 5 sets you would try and hit 3 reps, and so on. Notice that there is a 1 rep increase in each workout, and that is the goal. Once this is achieved, the goal is to reach 5 reps on the second set, then the third set, and so on until you are performing 6 sets of 5 repetitions, or a total of 30 repetitions. In Doug's opinion, this was the key to developing strength, that is, the ability to perform 30 repetitions with a super heavy weight. At this point, one can increase the poundage used by at least 10 to 20 pounds. Now, Doug was particular about using correct technique and preferred a wide foot spacing of approximately 24 inches wide with the toes turned out to activate the vastus internus, that is the teardrop muscle that sits next to the knee, which allowed one to exert more power. He also did not believe in using wooden boards when performing near limit poundages, preferring a flat foot stance. He would also concentrate on keeping the neck and back as erect as possible and recommended never looking down, and to prevent one from falling forward. Instead, the eyes should look straight ahead, gazing at a spot around eye level, and regarding breathing, he, like many powerlifters nowadays, employed the Valsalva maneuver, in which one uses the breath to increase stability during the lift. Instead of breathing in and out during the squat, he would take a deep breath at the top, hold it, squat down and press back up, and approaching knee lockout would breathe out. To quote Doug Hepburn, "I breathe in before I drop into the deep knee bend, taking 2 or 3 deep breaths, and then squat with my last breath taken. I hold my breath as I recover and exhale as my knees lock. The air in the lungs thus acts as a support or cushion, which will again help to maintain an erect position when arising." End quote. Doug also recommended placing the bar on the rear delts and at the base of the neck, which both improves leverage and prevents damage to the neck, as well as chalking the hands to maintain a firm grip on the bar. In regards to variations of the squat, it has to be said that Doug did not believe in confining himself into just training the back squat either. He was a proponent of its variations in relation to Olympic lifting and would advocate the use of front squats for recovering, for example, from a heavy clean, as well as split squats with heavy weights and overhead squats to help in recovery or stability in snatching. To improve the power in the jerk part of the clean and jerk, Doug advocated the use of half squats and holding increasingly heavy weights on his shoulders and performing little jerks or bounces off the shoulders to build tendon and ligament strength. Now, in regards to diet, Doug understood the importance of good wholesome food and the amount of energy one expends when performing a heavy squat program. His recommendation then, of course, was a diet heavy in protein to ensure that the muscle, which is being worked quite harder than usual, is repaired faster. His diet would consist then of meat, eggs, and I'm talking liters of milk, whole wheat breads and potatoes when training on the squat. Doug would recommend a minimum of 8 hours rest and when needed would sleep up to 10 hours. His recommendation too was that if too much weight is gained in the form of fat, because the squat does tend to put on a lot of body weight, then he would recommend to cut down on the starches and eat more fruits and vegetables and to increase the reps from 5 to 8 repetitions, as increasing the volume would increase the energy expenditure and burn more calories. So that was Doug's method for training the squat, and using such methods, he was able to increase his squat to 575 pounds. As mentioned before, these methods, which I admit are rather rudimentary when one compares these to his later methods, were still part of his development, at least part of his early development, and in my opinion would serve a novice powerlifter or power builder who is just trying to push his boundaries. Understand that when one is training with near limit weights, it is very easy to overtrain the nervous system, and this is the most significant boundary one faces as a powerlifter. Therefore, at least initially, such programs may be suited for the novice powerlifter. It is also important to note that these methods were most likely developed with the help of his first trainer, the great Charles A. Smith, and if he would recommend such programs, then you can rest assured that such workouts would be of value. They were definitely of great value to Doug Hepburn, that's for sure. If you have enjoyed watching this video, please give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't done so, and leave me your comments. And please click the bell button to be notified of future videos. What do you think of these methods employed by Doug Hepburn? Are they too extreme, or have you used them before? Let me know in the comments section. That's it from me. This is the Golden Era Bookworm saying bye for now. The complete collection of Doug Hepburn's courses is now available on www.goldenerabookworm.com and is recommended for those looking to increase their numbers in the major lifts. Doug Hepburn was regarded as one of the strongest men of all time, possessing superhuman strength. The collection of books includes titles such as the deadlift, the deep knee bend or squat, how I bench pressed 500 pounds, the Olympic press, the two hands curl, the Doug Hepburn Super Strength course, as well as his course for strength and bulk. All courses are now available at www.goldenerabookworm.com. Online training is now available, including my new program, Novice to Classic, a program geared towards beginners and novices looking at developing a classic physique, as well as Classic Cut, geared at those who wish to lose weight and gain muscle fast. Details available at www.goldenerabookworm.com. Need a bodybuilding poster for your gym or office? Then check out Ironman Magazine archive.smugmug.com for the highest quality posters on the planet. Scroll through the galleries of all the legends, including greats such as Arnold, Frank Zane, Sergio Oliva, Serge Nubret, Tom Platz, and Larry Scott, and much, much more, and select your poster now. To support your favorite YouTube channel, please visit teespring.com/stores/goldenerabookworm for merchandise, including t-shirts, hoodies, face masks, phone cases, and much, much more. Once again at teespring.com/stores/goldenerabookworm. Become a patron at www.patreon.com/goldenerabookworm for hard to find books, scans of rare photos, and articles on the golden era of bodybuilding. To take full advantage of my collaborations, use code GEB20 with NSPnutrition.com and VinceGironda.com, as well as code BOOKWORM12 at OSL.com for a discount at checkout.